back to Tracas of Crisia. Last time, you were basically making your way from the guild all the way to the town of your bounty. On the way, you pretty much stopped at every settlement along the way. You probably visited about 4 different settlements, visited a bunch of apothecaries, got a bunch of tiles, found out some more information about some of the overlords. We found out Hrugguhl's a perv. So there was quite eventful, for just a little shopping trip. But you've ended up in Natila, which is the location of the requester of your bounty. You haven't done much since you've been here. You've pretty much just come in and gone to the church, registered. Sebastian looked at a couple of books, but that's pretty much where we left things off. So over to you guys.
I think it is fair to say that the first place we must go is the apothecary.
Thought you were actually going to say the kids, but hey-o.
I mean, of course, we shall go to the bounty, but I am out of funds, so I am just curious. We may want some health potions, or perhaps some way to...
I think it can wait, Seb.
I thought we were pretty stocked up, right?
Oh, yes, of course.
We'll be here a while. We can go when we're ready.
We may perhaps need potions after meeting the orphans. You are correct. Let's go to the orphans.
We're gonna take a beating. Yeah.
Attached to me right now.
So fortunately, you already know where the orphanage is, so I can take you straight there. When you get there, it's not the most well-kept building. It probably needs a bit of sort of love and care. It's not like dilapidated or anything, but the paint's chipped. The wood's got a few, rotten points on it, but it's not falling down. But it's like this place could have done with some looking after, fresh coat of paint, that kind of thing. But you get there and you see the sign, Sheltered Hope. Luckily, no letters are missing. You can hear like commotion inside, like people running around and stuff.
Thordas will go along. He'll knock on the door.
Oh, I was just about to suggest Sebastian take point here. He's like the right size to talk to the children, but maybe once we start talking to kids, we should put him in charge.
Just put me in the front.
Put me in, coach.
Put the snake monster in front of them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, put the snake.
Well,
monster
they'll
in
probably
front
think
of
he's
me.
a toy. They'll like try to squish his cheeks and stuff. He's like a Build-A-Bear.
He's not that short.
He's like a Build-A-Bear. I see Sebastian as the same size and dimensions as a Build-A-Bear.
That's hilarious.
But made of snake leather.
He's so smooth. Or are they smooth or are they rough?
I think there's probably a mix. Like generally, like parts of the body are probably more rough than other parts of the body.
So you knock on the door. A elderly dwarven male answers the door. Yes, how can I help you?
We are Seeds of Crisia. We are trackers. Here to handle what bounty you have about teeth.
Excellent. Yes, please come in. And I don't mind the mess. So he'll take you into the building. Again, the building inside isn't falling apart, but again, could do with some care. Again, you got sort of chunks not chunks mixed out of the wall, but like you can tell that the paint's been chipped here, there, and everywhere. There's marks all over everything. The walls are, like a mess. The floors have just got all sorts of stains on them. But you do hear commotions of children, sort of playing and running around and so on. Some of them are arguing. As you kind of go, he kind of starts telling, "Calm down," whatever. But he essentially brings you into his office. He kind of, when he sits in his chair, it's like one of those chairs you sit in when he sits in it in such a way it's like, oh, okay, right, sitting. So, how much do you know?
You have put the bounty out for teeth and the orphans.
Yeah, we just brandished the poster.
Is that it? Okay. So,
That's all we get told, and that's all you tell us, apparently.
fair enough. Well, these things they're quite laborious. I only had so much time to, to do it. You don't understand. Basically, the situation we have is, as you. Oh, okay. I'll explain where we are. This orphanage. The orphanage was set up for children whose parents obviously die, because either they've become demon spawn, or they've been killed by demon spawn or demons or someone and so forth. They leave children. So, we take them in.
What about the other children? Is there another orphanage? Are they just left on the street, or what? Kick them out?
Most of the time they have like family and things like that. But we have currently 8 people here, kids here, various ages, about between 5 and 12. So the situation is when kids, they lose their teeth, and to kind of put smiles on their faces, we made up this sort of tooth fae who comes in, takes their teeth from under their pillows, and exchanges it for a silver coin, which obviously I do. Which he says quietly, I do that. But for the last kind of month, when I go to sort of put the coin under the pillow, I found the tooth is gone. I thought, okay, maybe it fell, maybe they forgot, but it's been happening quite a lot. And, fine, it wouldn't be a big of an issue because I was going to get rid of it anyway. But now they're starting to steal the coins as well, which is obviously a problem. So, basically, the reason I've asked for trackers is to find who's stealing these things and sort them out, really.
Sebastian, looking incredibly concerned, says, "You have been fraudulently being the Tooth Fairy for how long?"
This is actually pertinent, to be fair.
With the Tooth Fae, but I've been doing it for years.
And sorry, I wasn't paying attention. When did the tooth? When did the monster show up?
So for the last month, they've noticed that this issue has been happening, and in that time, they've had about 3 or 4 instances of like children losing teeth because kids aren't careful.
Sorry, again, wasn't paying attention. What? The kids there's something coming in. I've had a really long day. All right.
No problem.
Could you
I'll explain it.
repeat?
Yeah, I'll explain it in like OC, so
Thank
it's
you.
easier. So basically,
You killed me.
he becomes the Tooth Fairy or the Tooth Fae.
Yeah. I got that bit. I got. Yeah.
So basically, he's put the kids put their teeth under their pillows as
Yep.
you normally would. He then goes in, takes the tooth normally, and then puts one silver coin there.
Yep.
But what's happening is when he goes to put the coin there, the teeth aren't there.
Okay,
at
so
first
the
he's
teeth
thought,
aren't being
"Right,
taken from the kids. They're still falling out naturally.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
being
so-
taken
so-
from under
yeah.
the pillow, and nothing is left in return.
So the kids aren't being harmed.
Kids are not being harmed. Okay.
Kids are not being harmed. The teeth are being taken, which would have been fine to be. Well, it's a concern anyway, but
Yeah, I mean, what's
you
he
know,
doing with these teeth anyway, freak?
it wasn't worth getting tracker involvement as such. But then now that they're stealing, the money is being stolen as well. Like he doesn't have endless amounts of money,
Yeah. This
So
isn't borrowers type shit.
So he has to. That's not right. Something is happening, and for something to consistently be sneaking in, he doesn't think the Crisians are doing it, because why would they? So it must be some kind of demon spawn or something that's doing it. I mean,
Any other money disappearing?
Sorry,
Any other money disappearing?
no,
Or just
these
ones
silver
for the-
coins.
What's stopping a child from doing this?
Oh, it's a good point.
Nothing. They wouldn't know that he has the coins, in theory, because he's
But taking teeth.
taking teeth. Yeah, but like I said,
But
that's what he
if
thought.
they know the routine, right? They know the routine of, oh, you put a tooth under there, and then a coin appears.
Yeah.
Well,
As
if
the
a kid's
Tooth
taking
Fae
the
would
tooth.
do, yes.
Well, what if a kid? Have you ruled? How can you not rule out a kid taking the coin?
No, but
Anyway.
he goes to where he has the coins, and it's gone.
Is he'll go, he'll see the tooth is not there, he'll put the coin
He'll go to
in,
get his coins.
but then when that kid wakes up,
So wait,
there's no coin.
No.
That's
So
what
the,
I'm
that
thinking.
Coin,
But
the coin doesn't make it to the pillow. So basically, he goes to basically. Okay, the kid's put the tooth under there, right? He then goes to where his sort of stash of coins are. Those coins aren't there, but then he goes to the pillow and the tooth isn't there either.
Oh, so they're taken from the underneath the pillow and his coin
from
stash.
his coin stash.
that's
Gotcha.
presented
Okay.
differently.
Have you
But he
considered that perhaps the Tooth Fay is cross with you and decided to take vengeance?
The real Tooth Fay.
The tooth ain't. The tooth fay isn't real.
Yes, the Tooth Fay.
What?
Oh, now look what you've
feel like
done.
I feel like Sebastian would be like serious as anything about this as well.
I mean, I can tell you, I'm doing it. So
Boy, help me look over here. And I try to guide Sebastian.
Why are you trying to take me away? This
Yeah,
man
you,
is trying to take the Tooth Fay's job.
Thordas, go with them. Go settle him down. How old is the oldest child you have here?
How big are they?
12, did you say?
12.
12.
They range
12.
from 5 to 12.
12 the
How
cusper.
big? How tall are they?
I mean, I've never, this
I
high.
can
know
already
where-
see where this
you
is
know-
going.
You know
I
where we're
can
going. with
already
this.
see where this is going.
Astra will line up on themselves and get closer and closer to where Sebastian.
This is
Height is.
really fish in the barrel for Sebastian bait, isn't it? For this mission.
I mean, I don't know how tall is roughly a 12-year-old. Always. So
I was
my-
pretty tall as a 12-year-old.
Oh, that's not a surprise. So I'm trying to think
Surprising
where my kid. So she's about there. Oh. I don't know, about 4 ish, 4-3.
Small creature.
That's a small 11-year-old.
That's a Sebastian size.
Sebastian's teenager size.
Whatever a 12-year-old size is.
Dude, I don't know. Thordis
I mean,
is
how's
a
like
pretty
5
good
foot?
size
5
for a
foot's
child.
quite normal.
How tall is Sebastian again?
Sebastian's like 3'9".
Oh yeah, like there's
That's
no.
a lot
it's easy.
smaller than the average
Yeah, but-
12-year-old, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
they go down to 5. Like he's got kids that are
You're not
5.
talking-
Yeah,
can we have the full breakdown? Can we have the roster, please?
Yes, he will. Sure.
I'm just going to put this out there. Quick question. Hrugguhl, are you trying to tell Sebastian that the Tooth Fairy's not real?
No, I'm just trying to get you out of the room and distract you.
Okay, cool. I just want to
Yeah, maybe go
actually
introduce
shattering
yourself to
his
some kids.
faith or not.
So I'll run through this.
You clearly had a better mother than the rest of us.
I did.
Tu madre
I had a very
simpatico?
lovely mother. Mummy was perfect.
Hey, mummy. Okay, lo siento. Yeah.
So I've pasted you the list of the kids, but I'll run through it fast. So you've got a female dwarf, Nishu, who's 9, a female orc, Zerga, who's 12, a male halfling, Trilt, who's 8, a male elf, Nelith, which is 5, a female dwarf, Gertle, which is 7, a male half-elf, Hiruto, which is 7, and a female human, Maluri, which is 5.
I think I missed out Calv.
Sorry, and a male gnome, Calv, which is 11. Sorry,
It's cool. I caught it.
Okay.
so yeah, that's your 8.
Can you give us a breakdown of the social structure? Do they hang out together based on age or based on gender?
I'm
or based on
probably
race?
a
would you
very
say?
similar height to the elf.
Yeah, so the
That's
5.
a 5-year-old elf.
5-year-old
so the
elf.
five-
yeah.
So the 5, 7s, and the 8s kind of sort of play a bit more together, and the 9, 11, and 12. they
9, 11,
kind of
12
play-
are like a trio. So that's
Kind of thing, yeah.
Nishu.
Nishu, Zerga, and Calv are kind of like more of a sort of tight knit thing because it's like they don't play the baby.
Yeah,
the
And if
baby
anyone,
game.
if any of them are non-believers, it's going to be those three. So we should start there, I think.
How,
Would they be
how
non-believers?
do you find out a child has lost their tooth?
They tell me. I mean, it's most kids.
Often these
most-
things are
most-
quite obvious.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, is it
children-
like, it's like it's exclusive? They come to you on a one-on-one, or is it like everybody knows, or like
I mean-
how do you find out?
I think if you lose a tooth, you're gonna shout it out.
It's like your birthday.
kind of
Oh,
thing. Yeah.
obviously you wouldn't understand. Imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I got nothing.
Imagine you had a new leaf grow out of your beard when you were a little woodman. Would you be happy seeing a new leaf?
Imagine
I
your eye
wasn't.
falls
I
out.
didn't have
Astra.
little wood. I was forged of metal first, and I got the wood later.
But when you were metal, we can say you were like a child then. Like if your nose fell off and then a new one sprouted from beneath and it was bigger and stronger, harder even, you'd be understandably excited, would you not?
I don't think that's how that works.
You could
do-
physically see Thordas. It's like,
This might be an impasse.
Yeah.
I mean,
Basically, when it happens, they usually tell everybody. They're usually jumping up and down, very
Yes,
excited.
it's exciting. That's
That's
what we're.
The whole mythos of the tooth fairy kind of has that effect on children.
Do you have a birthday, Astra?
I have a creation day.
That's sweet.
How?
Yeah.
So the last few. So you said the last few times you've not been able. So you've not been able to provide a coin. How have the kids taken it?
Not great, to be honest. You know, they, as I was kind of explaining, they get very excited. You know, when they lose teeth because they're going to get a silver coin, and the whole theatrics of it, they get very excited about. So this has kind of upset them somewhat. They are kind of, they help distract each other with the playing and everything, but you know, they were very disappointed at the time.
And when you go to do it, what time of day or night do you do it? Is that the same every time, or is it like sometimes you're a bit
I mean, there's a lot
sloppy
of
and
paperwork.
you get a bit
There's a lot of
drunk? Or...
paperwork I have to do. So normally, you know, sometime between, I don't know, midnight to 2 a.m. I'll probably get around to it. I kind of get my paperwork done first. Allow for all the kids to go to sleep, and then I go for it.
Which
you've
kids...
seen-
Oh, sorry, go on.
And you've seen the kids put the tooth under the pillow.
It's part of the theatrics.
And what time do they
Well,
usually? What time is their bedtime?
So they normally go to bed about 7. Well, between the younger ones go to bed about 7. The oldest ones go to bed about 8, half 8.
Okay, so sometime between 8:30 and midnight, the tooth goes, and
The coins are disappearing one by one as well, correct?
when so coins
Yeah,
go
so
one
he's-
by one.
Yeah, so
The whole
he's not
stack.
out of coins, but
Yeah.
they are going down when he's not using them, and they're hidden and in a place that kids aren't gonna, you know. Like,
I know I am distracted in another room, but I overheard that.
Yeah.
So, question. Just to put this out there. So when you were saying that the coins are missing from your spot or where you go get the coins, they are going at one at a time with the tooth?
Yeah, same
Yeah,
rate.
so it
sounds
is
like.
So it's
So he-
always
he'll
the same way.
take-
So it is not like you went to go to get the tooth, you went to go get the coin, and the entire coin purse was missing. It is you go to get the tooth, you come back, and a singular coin is missing.
Correct. Yes. And what he'll do, he'll put a little key out from his pocket, and he'll go into his desk and unlock a drawer, like the bottom drawer, opens it, and you can see his sack of
Sounds
of
to me like
coins.
you have angered the tooth fate indefinitely.
I actually think you might be right.
question it. While looking, is there any holes in the desk or anything that shows that they've been coming in any other way since he's locked it?
Roll
I'm saying the ritual
investigation.
cast detect magic.
Can I
Perception.
Yeah, let's all pile on this, shall we?
bardic inspiration that with
I can help.
God, what's an investigative animal?
An investigative animal. Maybe
Oh no, okay,
a
I'll do
Ah.
this.
great mouse detective.
Yes.
A basset hound.
Basset hound's good. Yeah.
That's
Your
yeah.
Basset Hound's good.
I will give you the senses of a hound to help find your answers.
And a small basset hound runs over to you.
Guidance as well, right?
Yeah, you can get help. If one of you can get a helpful subroutine.
Okay, so who's the bardic inspiration going
Or
to?
are you giving him advantage, Agata?
I suck at this, so I'll just help.
Okay,
I was going to say I was giving it to Thordas because
Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
thought we were all giving it to
I'll-
Thordas.
I'll just roll again because the first one was a 16. So it's still a 16. I'll add the d6.
Those are perception checks.
At
Is that the
D4.
same as investigation?
And then, okay, that's a dirty 20. Add the d4. 22 in total.
Nice.
That's investigation, yeah, not perception.
Oh, investigation. I thought you said perception.
No.
Okay, so change that. So it was a 13 plus a 1, that's a 14. Plus a 4, that's an 18. Plus a 2, that's dirty 20 still.
Yes.
So, where are you looking on the desk? Out of
I'm
interest?
specifically looking in the desk, in the sort of drawer itself. Because if he has locked it, it's like, okay, there's no way, unless they steal a key, which he would know of, there's no way they could get in unless they nibbled a hole in or whatever the fudge they do.
So, I mean, obviously you're quite big, so you really have to get down there.
Yeah.
Into that, because remember, this is a desk for a dwarf.
Yeah.
You know, you're really getting in there. Like, I don't even think your hand properly fits into the drawer. But you have a look, and right at the back, at the
Yes.
bottom, you do see a hole. It's about this big. Hole.
That big.
About that big. That's helpful, isn't it? What can I
Sounds
give
like
you?
a borrower
size
to
of-
me,
like a
fellas.
si-
Yeah.
Sounds
it's
like a
definitely
fucking
borrowers,
tooth
man.
fairy
So it sounds
with
like
a butt.
Evil
it's like the size
borrowers.
of, like the size of a mouse, like a standard mouse, like
Yeah,
a
it's
computer mouse.
it's this big. Ah.
Size of a mouse, okay. So Thordas will point that out and be like, do you know that you have a small hole in the back of this drawer?
No, where?
He was sort of just like scoot back a little bit. He's sort of on all fours, just crawl back a bit, and then we'll point to that hole.
So you have a look in. He has to really like squint for it. Oh yeah, my eyes, man, they're you know, they're not what they used to be. I never really like put my head in. You know, it's more like open, pull it out. You know, but
That's why we're the
yes,
professionals.
yes, exactly. Well, I'm glad of you guys answered the bounty.
Thordas
yes.
just like stands there proudly, knowing he used his brain.
Everyone's like, what the hell was that?
Noticed. You're an incredible investigator.
Did you smash
We
that
should
hole
make you
yourself?
feel
True
It's
Basset
dear
Hound.
elementary, my dear company.
Get this man a monocle.
Oh my god, Thordas with a monocle.
And a pipe.
And
Yeah.
a pipe. Yeah.
I've got no, I've got a stogie. Sorry.
Okay, so potentially what we might better eye-seeing people of the group might need to look for holes about yay high. Yeah.
Can Faye help us out here?
Give me an hour. And
Yeah.
she can,
Yeah.
We
Make it
can
nice
get
and
a-
small.
Get a bit smaller.
Sure.
Unless we
You
go buy
should-
some, go buy some
Oh,
reduced
oh my God.
potions.
Or what are you talking about? I could do it.
You can do it.
I could do it. One of my shapes is a spider
Oh yeah.
or a rat.
Just, yeah, rats better because they can dislocate their bones, and you'll be a bit hardier. You'll be able to move
How
faster than a
do you
spider,
know
right?
that?
A rat is the one.
How do you know rats do?
Well,
That's
intimately
familiar,
acquainted
right.
with rats. They
So
basically
spider is
raised me.
spider. Rat, I had rat on my familiar list.
Nah.
Spider.
Yeah, you can turn into a spider. Yeah.
Fascinating creatures. They're smarter than dogs, you know.
Sure.
Spiders?
Maybe.
So yeah, I mean, so what you can do? Spend this hour.
So
Awesome.
if I want, so I can wild shape. So I don't.
You can wild shape instead.
I can wild
Yeah,
shape.
get started on that, and then we can continue shaking this guy down and
Oh,
start
it's-
talking to the kids,
yeah.
right?
It doesn't take long to wild shape. It's just a bonus action.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
to,
I'm just-
to properly case the joint will take a while.
I can talk still though. That's-
Mm.
There you go.
Oh,
You're a
yeah.
spider now.
In a little spider
So-
voice.
It's a little spider voice. What's your little spider voice?
Can we hear you?
Sure.
You have like a megaphone.
Just
On a
project.
shoulder.
Yeah, from like massive projector. Well, you got speakers, right?
I found some shit in it.
Oh my god, I know what it's like to be special. Oh my god.
Wow.
This is a whole new perspective.
I'm really not that small.
Oh, it looks like we're eye to eye from here, from me.
That is because you are on my shoulder.
Right, off I go.
Okay, so where are you going?
So, I will.
Into the hole.
Yeah, so from
Yeah.
the hole in the drawer,
Mhm.
I want to follow. I want to try to find and follow through other holes in the rooms, like mouse, like Tom and Jerry, where like
Oh
there's,
yeah.
there's holes,
Yep.
like you get the mouse holes, and then they
How,
go everywhere.
how? So I'm going to tell you now. When you go into that hole, it does go underground. So how long are you going to spend investigating this underground hole?
Spiders have a good sense of smell, apparently. If you want to smell a vision or any danger.
I don't know what. Yeah, what did your spider have any extra senses? Just dark vision, I think.
Passive perception of 16, which is the same as my current one.
Oh, is it?
I've got Webwalker.
Oh,
Yeah, so
does
just
that... Wait,
dark.
what does Webwalker do?
Ignore movement restrictions caused by webs
Oh, okay.
and spider
But-
climb. Naturally.
But
Yep.
also, the spider knows the location of any other creature in contact with the same web.
Right, so maybe you web up that drawer and kind of set a trap that way.
Yeah, but I need to be I need to be in contact with that web.
But if you have a string
When-
of web coming out of the hole
when-
connecting to you,
Look, at the moment we're investigating.
Mm,
When we're staking out, I agree.
Mm.
But at the moment, this is investigating, so
Yeah.
we'll get to that.
So again, how long are you going to be investigating? this?
How long? Let me just check. How long do I get with wild shape? I get 1 hour, so
For an hour. So I'm going to tell you it's easily going to take you that entire hour. What do the rest of you want to do while Astra is?
we've got some more shit to ask this
I'm-
guy. Where are the teeth stashed? What does he do with the teeth?
Just kind of, well, I used to anyway. Just sort of chuck them out.
Where
You
would
chuck them
where
out?
would you chuck them? You wouldn't make some kind of necklace or a collage or...
No wonder the tooth fay is cross with you.
Mm,
It's teeth.
Have very good teeth.
baby teeth, those are memories that should be kept forever.
No.
Surprising lack
Can
of...
I insight?
Yeah,
Can I-
yeah, this
Can
guy's
I
up to
insight
something.
Agata on that line?
What? What? Oh, me?
No,
What?
I want to know that
I
line.
don't even remember what I said.
That's those are memories, like baby teeth. Those are memories.
It should be cherished
I
forever.
want it- Yeah.
What do I roll against this?
Oh, don't even worry. Nat 1.
Oh, okay.
Just thought it was a funny thing to say. Never mind.
She's just
I'm
drunk.
ritual casting detect magic. I imagine I've finished by now.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah.
Do I get? I'm just having. I was having a wander around, especially around places where the silver's being taken. Like, do I get any pings of anything other than just the standard stones around here?
So obviously, yeah, there's again, we always do with this. There's always a lot of ambient magic going on. Can you roll me Arcana?
Arcana. 5.
The ambient magic, as far as you can tell.
Fair enough.
Sorry, who are the
might
last
go-
few victims? So you said it's only been going on for a few weeks, so how many teeth have gone missing?
4.
Sorry?
4.
4 teeth, who do they belong to?
Maluri, Naruto, Gertle, and Trilt. The 5, the 2 7s, and the 8-year-old.
So none of the older kids. But no one else's teeth have fallen out, presumably a 12-year-old. 8, 9, 12... 12 might still have 1 or 2.
Yeah, they should have. Like usually, there's like the back.
Yeah.
ones.
4 teeth
but-
in a couple of weeks, did you say?
Well, a month.
Past
Give or take.
month. Got it, okay.
Quick question, sorry. Trilt, Maluri, who were the other two again?
Gertle.
Trilt,
and
Maluri.
Naruto. I should've
Gertle
just done the top
and...
4, but never mind. That would have been too easy.
Oh, yeah.
But
I just realised.
might be a bit too early for that, actually. Yeah, because normally, actually, Maluri probably. Oh, it's alright. Because around about 6, they kind
So
of start
wait,
getting-
they are the ones that lost their teeth but did not get paid?
They
or
weren't
are the last
reimbursed,
ones-
no.
They
They're
are.
they're the ones that recently lost teeth and didn't, get their coin.
I'm gonna stare him dead in the eye and see.
Sebastian, don't. Oh,
Messing
go.
with the Tooth Fae is killing child's dreams. Goodbye.
And I walk away.
I'll accompany Sebastian.
I'm gonna go find those kids. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
we're
some
paying.
prestidigitation magic and give them a little performance to get their trust.
Okay.
And to summon, so you're summoning the Tooth Fae, who apologizes and then gives them a silver coin from my bank will do. Have I got any money? Who knows?
I've got some silvers. I'll give the silvers. For the
How do we
kids.
even break them into whatever?
I've got silvers, so.
Well said,
what's
Seb.
it? 4 kids.
Mhm.
Right. 4 coins, point each. And
Should we talk to them
literally
one by one?
prestidigitation a little hoof of magic from the Tooth Fae.
So you're not because I don't think you can conjure an image, right? You haven't got minor illusion, so you're not going to.
No, prestidigitation can
Right.
do like sensory
Can do
things and
image?
like little sparks
Sensory?
and.
Yeah, but you're not going to have like anything.
No. I'm not gonna have like the Tooth Fae in my hand or anything. I'm just gonna do
Yeah.
like a puff of like magic and then a coin appears in my hand,
Okay. Fine,
kind of
fine.
thing. And I'm just saying,
This is from the Tooth Fae.
Roll performance.
Seems you need to be reimbursed.
Roll performance. I'll give you advantage as well.
oh wow, I'll take the advantage. Shouldn't need it, I hope, with my +9. They literally were both 11. Both of my dice were 11. That's nuts. So dirty 20.
They are extremely excited. They to the point that they actually think you've solved the problem and got their money back. And they think now, again, I'm going to just bypass all of it, but they basically now think the next person, they kind of turn to one of the other ones and who's got like, who's probably going to be next to be like, oh, you'll be fine now. Your tooth, you'll get the Tooth Fae will come and give you your coin.
Who's the one they're pointing to that's going to be next?
The one they're pointing to is Nelith.
No, if I knew it.
Knowledge.
No, if next.
Lying to the kids, that's awful. You admonish
yeah,
this
no.
one man, and just lying to them again.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so they're all
I must
like,
reimburse their truth
Their tooth.
because they have already been lied to.
Voice coming out of like a little grate somewhere.
Yeah, it's a crumble. So
Yeah,
just
don't worry, kids. We're here to fix this.
Yankees him.
You guys
Try not to
ever,
restrain himself.
you guys ever hear about a really yellow dog?
I love that story.
Yeah, that guy's cool, huh? Little luster. My, oh my.
Sometimes Merrick reads it to us when we're going to bed.
That's sweet. Maybe we could sit in.
That'd be nice.
You got any sequels around here?
You what?
Ah, don't worry. Well, don't worry. I'll ask a grown up.
Merrick's the dwarf, right?
Merrick's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of him?
I'm just trying to gauge. There's not anyone else.
He's great. He looks after us. He feeds us. He fixes our clothing.
There's a lot more to looking after a child than feeding it and fixing its clothing.
Well, there's a lot of us. We understand.
He works here on his own.
Yes.
There is no one else to help.
No. Sometimes, people come in, donate food and
Okay.
give food and whatever, but no. Everyone's got things to do, I suppose.
Very wise and understanding 5-year-old.
Hey man, they've gone through shit.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
You'd be surprised how much a child can mature under.
No, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. So,
I-
have you guys? Sorry, go on, Seb.
I was just going to say, I lean down and just say,
Well, we are here to help. And if there is anything you want to ask questions, like, we are trackers.
Well, how did you get so big and strong?
I mean,
You can ask us
I
that
don't
if you
really
like.
have an answer to that one. That's more of an negative situation.
You're shorter than Cal.
I am very short.
Size can be deceiving. You'll learn that as you grow. So have any of you noticed any strange goings on at night?
Sometimes when Gertrude eats carrot, she farts really smells.
Alright, what else? Seb gets that too.
Look about that spicy curry. Knock out.
Cow talks in his sleep, I suppose.
Which one?
Cow.
Calv.
Does he say anything interesting?
No. Mostly about food.
Do any of you have any imaginary friends?
That's a good question.
I had one as a child.
Imaginary
He was a
friend.
great. Yeah.
Um.
He was a great big dragon.
Invisible friends. Separates the
Invisible
dragon often.
friends.
We don't really need friends. We've got each other.
Oh, that's sweet. So no
Fuck,
no
man,
loners
his
then.
heartstrings pulling you.
You're
God damn
you're
it.
all quite tight knit. You support each other. Not one left behind.
Exactly.
Are you sure, child? I'll know if you're lying.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we've always been.
Agata.
Shh.
Agata, just we're
Working.
The fire.
Work.
Agata.
Work. I haven't offered any booze
So-
yet. Okay, we're doing
so-
well.
Agata.
So the female orc is 12.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
approaching you. What are you hassling for?
Here come the cavalry.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Why hassling?
We're here to help.
We are
Well,
Tracas. We are the seeds of Crisia.
5-year-old.
We're adventurers. We just wanted to lend a hand.
Well, leave them alone for now. They've gone through enough. Got a problem? Come talk to me.
Then elaborate. What have they been through?
Okay, so this time it is
Yeah, so she'll-
Agatha and Sebastian is going to be the one that's going to get pissed off by the person who sent about it.
Yeah. So she will motion the kids to go play in the other room.
Leader.
Maybe they
One-
can bounce on Thordas's pegs.
Yeah, they might, because I don't think they've really seen anyone with such like massive muscles, tattoos and everything. So they probably, I don't know where Thordas has disappeared to, but yeah.
Oh,
probably...
Thordas is pretty much just sitting down by the desk, just looking in the hole, just waiting for
Oh, okay.
this magical spider that is somehow.
Well, to be fair, they won't go into his office, so no, they won't.
Where's
see them,
Hrugguhl? Is
so-
Hrugguhl with us, or did you stay?
Hrugguhl's been looking around with the detect magic for a while. Still,
That you'll
I
probably
think he's sort of over.
you'll probably find actually as you're walking
Question.
around, and to be fair, their stealth isn't great. The kids are like sneaking around behind you, trying to like follow you and see what you're up to.
Oh, they've probably
But
never
they're not
seen a
very great.
bugbear before.
Well, no, exactly. Well, it's complicated,
Ah,
but they are very deeply interested in you. So they are following you around and trying to like, it's the usual kid thing where they're there, right? You go to turn them and they just like duck out of the way, but they're super obvious about it.
Mm.
So that's So yeah, Zerga will turn back to you, and she does have she's got an issue with her, the female dwarf who's about is that right? The 9-year-old? Yeah, the 9-year-old.
Zoga and Nisha's with him, so we're
and
missing Calv, the
We're missing
street
Calv.
talker.
What do you want to know?
We want to solve this situation. What do you got?
Not much that you probably don't already know. Teeth disappearing,
Coins disappearing.
coins disappearing.
You know about the coins disappearing?
Well, you just said it.
You seem very.
But I think it's more like a.
You seem very sure of that information, though. How do you know we are not just talking out our mouths? Nonsense.
Probably trying to figure that out right now.
Well, surely
You are a tough one, I can tell. I like you.
Sure.
What he means is clearly you've
I'm
been
just gonna do
investigating
fireworks
this
out my
already.
hand and just see if she reacts.
Doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I
What if-
thought not.
What have you found already? Have you done a stakeout? Have you stayed up all night?
We tried, but Merrick's can be strict when he wants to be.
Can't force you to fall asleep though. Can he?
No. But he knows when. He always seems to know when we're faking sleeping. But
I know the type.
we've tried. We've made it to about 9:30.
It's a mighty shift you put in there.
Yeah, well,
Impressive.
we try. Someone's got to do it. Obviously, very proud of themselves.
Thank you. That's valuable information. What manner of beast do you think is doing this, or do you think it could be one of your fellow children? Some cool prank. Someone who needs money, perhaps.
None of us really need money. We've got all we need here.
You all seem
None of us-
hungry.
Sure, but stealing from Merrick is kind of defeats the point, doesn't it? He uses
I
that money to
suppose he-
feed us.
He
Why
is
would
the
we
one
steal the
feeding
money?
you. That does make
Yeah.
sense. Out of curiosity, you seem to be the eldest. Were
Damn
there
right.
any... Yes, I can tell. Were there any other... elder
Yeah.
that have left?
Sure, when people are, old enough to work.
What
and
age
do
is
what-
that?
Whenever they're ready, I guess.
Yeah,
Has
what?
anyone left
The
recently?
child labour laws of this realm? Like, what, 13, 14 probably?
Because the thing is, again, we're talking about a place where the population is in tens of thousands.
Mm.
So you can't. I mean, obviously, they're not going to get a 6-year-old to work.
No, but you could probably
right?
become an apprentice at like 10, 11, right? That's what they did in the olden days.
You can start learning because you've got to. Because the thing is, right? People die, people transform.
Yeah.
You've got to fill the ranks eventually. You've got to fill those in. So if they started like waiting until 18 to like even start thinking about work, it'd be kind of too late. But again, at the same time, they've got to be able to do it. So depending on what they want to do, of course. So when they're old enough, generally, depending on what they want to go into, like if it's farm work or guard work or whatever it is, right? Go to the clinic. They will go there when
Yeah.
when they're able, essentially. Because while they like it here, they don't want to stay here and be a burden to Merrick and the other kids. Because the more mouths to feed, the less money there is to go around.
It's pretty wholesome. When was the last child to join? Who's the newest?
The newest would be probably Calv.
Okay. When did he arrive?
6 months ago.
And has anyone left recently?
No. It's been a couple of years since the sort of last person.
All right.
It's a decent thought. Anyone got anything else?
I commend you, sir. For my growing up, I had some older siblings looking out for me, and I greatly appreciated it. I am sure they all appreciate you.
Family's important.
She comes up to you and goes, "What does commended mean?"
Means you're a cool guy.
You're
I'm
awesome.
a girl.
Guys, girls can be guys, don't you worry. In this world, anything's possible. Where's Calv?
He's a bit of a loner.
There is a loner.
So he's probably reading somewhere to himself.
Very well.
You know,
Sebastian loves to read. I love also to read, which is something I
like
can
read
do
your books?
effectively. Yes.
Agatha.
I love to read.
She likes picture books.
Where can we find Calv then?
So he'll be in a different room, which is kind of where they've put all the books.
Okay.
There's not many books, to be fair. There's probably about good sort of 24 books in a very little shelving unit. But you will see Calv in there, sort of sitting on the floor, in the corner, sort of reading a book.
Okay.
Do we swing by Hrugguhl on the way?
I mean, yeah, it's not a big place. You'll know where he
I
is.
think you can
I'll
take.
probably.
Go on.
I was just gonna say I'll pop my head in and be like,
Thordas, Hrugguhl, you guys okay? Do you want to come talk to a kid in the
I think maybe
mean,
a
I say
solo
library,
approach might be better. Don't wanna
Well, I know.
spook
I'm
him.
just, checking in if they want to, if they have any questions or anything.
My searches aren't coming up with anything. Sure.
I'll shift in and start playing with the younger kids then. I'm like giving them my crossbow and my pipe and blowing pipe rings and stuff like that.
Agata,
The crossbow's not.
Agata,
It's not loaded. It's not loaded. It's not loaded. Come on. Well, are you gonna eat the
Still,
string?
the string could be leaf.
Just like lumping a chainmail on a kid and stuff.
They do like plicking on the string.
We can definitely play with the shield of expression. Oh, shield of expression hasn't come back yet, has it? That's info
Yeah,
affairs.
you got it. Sorry, yeah. So
I've got it back.
Yeah, so you
Then
would have got that back.
We'll
about 6.
we'll play with the heavy crossbow, unloaded, and the shield of expression. We'll play with that.
Although they love the shield
Yeah.
expression. You after about 5 minutes, you kind of get into this sort of rhythm where they'll pull a face, and then you make the shield expression make the same face.
Yeah.
kind of have that sort of back and forth, and they love it. They eat it up every time.
Yeah, that kind of thing. She keeps on probing them for any information about Yellow Dog sequels, to no avail.
Okay. Yeah. What you do, what you will find out is they have like, it's like a series.
Mm.
So it's like it's not just a yellow dog.
And did I read the
like,
first in the series?
it's
Oh
just
no,
a
there's
book.
different. Okay.
Different animals of different colours.
God,
Like a blue cat.
That just doesn't sound as good.
Well, that's the thing. That's why the dog one is probably the most.
It's the most famous. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah,
Stuff
obviously.
like that. Obviously. Right. So we'll do that. We'll pass the enough time. So an hour has passed since Astra went into the hole. So I assume when you finish that, you're going to come back to where you started.
What has Hrugguhl found in this time?
Hrugguhl's didn't
Nothing.
Nothing really.
No, okay. Well, it
Well,
depends.
where were you looking? Actually, we'll go into that. What were you searching for, and where were you looking?
I was first. I would have been looking around the where the coins disappeared from. Then I'd be looking around the beds where the teeth have been disappearing from, and after that, I'm just sort of wandering around trying to see if anything pings on my detect magic. Basically, just opening it.
So are you purely like detect magic investigating, or are you actually physically investigating?
So I've got detect magic running in the background while I'm doing manual investigating. So kind of both.
Can you roll me an investigation check then, please?
Better. 21.
So this is actually quite because you've been told about the hole already. You kind of almost know what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice in the bedroom area, so the bedroom area here is kind of like not too dissimilar from like a barracks, where it's just rows of beds.
Yep.
You notice in one of the in one of the far corners that there is a hole there as well. It's tucked just behind one of the like little cabinets, but you do find one.
After that, I'll sort of stick my eye in there. If I don't see anything down it, I'll call.
You're gonna get stabbed in the
Astra.
eye.
Astra.
So Astra, you will hear his voice because it's going to echo like shit down down the tunnel. But obviously, you look down it, can't really see much, even with your dark vision. It just tunnel essentially. Astra, when you come back, you do find that there are a series of tunnels down there, linking to various rooms in the building. Those also lead outside. You follow it enough, and you do find it leads outside of the actual wall as well. Not the wall, just outside the building. So you find that it will come out sort of around here-ish. Actually, no, we'll go here about here-ish. So you do find there is like a whole sort of dug system back there. But you find nothing else. It's just tunnels to the rooms and outside again. There's no like nest or den or anything like that down there. And then you can come back, which then your owl will be up, and you will be not a spider anymore.
There's certainly a creature that's made its home in and around the walls. It's probably taken longer than a month to open out the place to go so unnoticed.
Yeah, the tunnels themselves. What were they? Did it look like they were carved by claws or teeth or tools?
Hard to say.
With a certain check, could we get more information?
Is that something Astra would be looking into?
Maybe Faye could
Based
do
on
it
being
now.
Curious, right?
Okay.
Certainly, if I'm navigating the whole thing, I'm definitely gonna be curious. Mine's gonna wander about all sorts of shit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like, is it?
Right.
Yeah, is it completely smooth? You know, can you'd surely be able to get some inkling of how it was created.
Yeah. So roll investigation, I guess, again. Talking about environments and things like that.
That A16.
It was definitely dug. Can't probably quite tell how it was dug, but it was dug.
So it's not completely smooth and uniform. Wasn't created by magic, probably.
Correct. Yeah, those two you could definitely
Impossible
rule
to
out.
tell whether it was dug with tools or some kind of
it's hard-
mandible.
Yeah, that bit hard to tell. but yeah, you know that it's like physical digging.
And what have they dug through? Wood or stone?
Um,
What's the building made of?
so the building, so the building itself is wood, like on the outside, wooden floor
Uh-huh.
and walls. Well, the interesting thing is obviously the walls are stone,
Yeah.
but the holes never go that far. You got like the wooden border, and it's just enough in the sort of where the floor is for it to be the wood that they're going through, not the stone.
Okay. So they're not deep.
No, they're not that deep. Because bearing in mind, these are. I mean, what size is tiny? So the hole size isn't too much different to the size that you as a spider are. They're not. It's not that much bigger. So you can probably discern that whatever it is a tiny sized creature.
It would have made someone should have made noise, making
You didn't
these
hear any.
holes.
You didn't hear any noise apart from Hrugguhl going.
No,
"Sure."
making the.
Pretty quiet. Again, you're talking about tiny holes underground. No one's gonna hear that.
Yeah, they would. Like in the walls, you would like.
But they're not in the. But they're not in the walls. They're digging it from the ground.
Does it not go up? You better sit
No,
up
the
and
walls are
around
stone.
as well.
The walls are stone. So the network is like underneath the building, like roots almost. It never touches any of the walls. They don't go into the walls. They kind of like come up at various points in each of the rooms through the floor.
It's just the ground floor that's affected.
Yes.
Suppose as well, with all the kids running around, if they're digging during the day.
Yeah. Because they could easily do it by day, then by night they sneak out.
No, I don't think that'd be likely.
Well, all we know is potentially for the stakeout is to have the kids sleep on a different floor.
And Sebastian, be right where he needs to be.
Sebastian is the
Yeah,
bait.
where do the kids sleep currently then?
There's like a communal room of just where all the beds are. It has
Downstairs.
about 10. Yeah, so it has about 10 beds.
What's upstairs?
Upstairs is mostly storage, like which is where they put the stuff. Downstairs, you pretty much have like his office, the sleeping area, like a communal playroom, the reading room, kitchen, dining area, that kind of stuff downstairs. So everything kind of happens downstairs. Upstairs is where he puts all the boxes and the barrels and the, all his papers and stuff. That's what he keeps upstairs. He doesn't like the idea of one, little kids using stairs, and two, he doesn't want to have to climb up and down the stairs all day, trying to chase after kids that are doing something on one floor and another one on another. So he kind of keeps everything,
I totally get that.
on one floor.
Right, Merrick, we're gonna have to make a deal with you. We will help, but we need to have the kids be upstairs tonight.
I mean, there's no beds up there.
Exactly, we'll help. We'll help get stuff up there.
And
We have
we need a
bedrolls.
teeth to
We
fall
can
out.
make it
We
like
need
a
a tooth to
camping
fall out
thing.
first. We can't force that.
Yeah, I mean, no. Wow. I mean,
We can't force that.
no. I mean, that's the thing,
Snakes
right?
can regenerate their teeth. I love it.
I've heard this too, actually.
I slowly turn to Hrugguhl, and I'm just like,
Hrugguhl,
Wow.
sometimes you make it very difficult to like you.
It is actually true, by the way.
I mean, I will say as
Oh,
well,
eh?
Merrick will tell you that none of the kids are like due to like. Calv. No, is it Calv? Nelith has shown
Nelith.
signs of a wobbly tooth, but it's not ready yet. Yeah, you pull that thing out, blood will go everywhere.
We don't have to actually do the tooth. We can test two things. One, we can pretend a tooth has fallen out
Mhm.
and act as if a tooth has and see what happens.
Mhm.
Because we don't know we don't know what's paying attention to what and how.
Oh, that is true. They could be listening.
So if we pretend that the tooth's come out, doesn't have to be real. And then if nothing happens, then we can be like, okay, we'll have to wait for an actual tooth to come out. But
We're on the
tonight,
risk of
we will-
spooking them.
tonight we will help get the kids' stuff upstairs. Because if we have to fight something, we have to do something, it will not be safe. for
What?
swinging anything.
If we're all as tiny as they are, there wouldn't be that much threat to the children.
How would we be able to get that small?
Some sort of shrinkification magic. I'm no expert.
Enlarge and reduce.
Yeah, I
We
got
do
that
need to go
account
to the
too.
apothecary.
We do need to go to the apothecary.
That's gonna be
Would it be?
too
Would they be
expensive.
super expensive? They're
They're
rare
most
items
likely
I've got here.
really expensive.
They're
Are they
very
rare items? They
expensive.
are super expensive. If they're rare items, yeah.
Yeah, it's a rare
Yeah,
item.
what's that potion of shrinking. Is it
Potion of
shrinking?
diminution because it's just
Yeah,
reduce. It's not enlarge
seven-
slash reduce.
Yeah, 7,500 something like that cost. I'll take it now.
Yikes.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna.
Yeah.
It is pretty much
Okay.
just got to be a good old stakeout.
But how do we? We got to think about this. How would you actually fight something that was that small? Obviously, we've got Astra that can and Fae that can, like pin it in place. But like, if it's fast, we're just gonna be smashing holes in the floor to no end,
cut
right?
and just
We got to cover the holes, haven't we?
If you cover the holes, it's not going to get in.
No, I mean like we establish that it's in, and then we cover the holes.
I was going to say, you said there is a single hole that is going into the outside.
there's many holes. There's a bunch.
Many holes going to the outside.
About
What
how
creature
many
comes
holes?
through a demon shell, something that makes them physically uncomfortable, to find teeth and
You're
coins?
assuming it's a demon of some kind.
I'm not suggesting. Oh, that is a good point. It
Just be a tiny thing.
just
Doesn't
needs
have to be
small.
corrupted or anything. It just has to be small.
Do we
That
know
is a
how
fair
many
point.
holes there are throughout the whole bottom floor?
We could easily miss one.
Well, I spent an hour digging, reversing
6.
the whole thing.
Do you have to make? Does
6.
Fae have to be an owl, or can Fae be anything?
I thought we were turning Fae into a rat.
But it can be a few things within reason.
I'm thinking, depending on how much time we have today, perhaps it is wise to have Fae, a creature small enough to give us a full mapping of these cavernous holes, and then return to us with that information, or at least tell you that information so you can draw
Look,
it
I
out.
spent an hour down there, and I'm pretty sure I got everything I need.
So because there are no junctions, right? It's just kind of it's straight. You know.
6
One
holes.
hole outside branches to all the other holes in the building. And
Yep.
That's it. That's what it goes.
Mhm.
So there is only one hole outside.
So what we could do realistically for the stakeout is have one person at each hole. It's all got to be on the ground floor, so the kids are gone. So we can have one person per hole, including Faye, be at another hole.
So we can have Faye be the spider, and she can have the web.
Yeah,
But,
do the
uh,
web thing with her. Yeah, that makes sense.
I do not think we should put the kids upstairs for the first stakeout.
I actually don't. I think we could spook them by doing that as well.
I think we should keep the kids, watch ourselves, keep ourselves hidden, and see what happens, and then plan an
Where are we
ambush
gonna
the next
hide?
night.
We
Or
don't-
am I gonna hide?
Yeah.
Yes, Thordas, perhaps you are not. Maybe you are outside.
I don't know if I said it, but I was thinking it. There's 10 beds in the sleeping area, and there's only 8 children at the moment, so there are actually technically 2 spare beds.
Yeah,
Let
which will
me-
fit Sebastian.
Some of us could. I don't know. Like
Agata is short.
I'm pretty short. Are you short too, Hrugguhl?
No, Hrugguhl's big.
You just
Hrugguhl's
look like
like
you
6
just look like a
foot.
short king. In your token, you
Hrugguhl was
look
like
short.
a foot shorter than.
Yeah,
Sort
he's
of
lanky,
relative.
but he's only slightly shorter. He's about the same size as Thordas, but he's a little shorter, but not
And
large.
with Astra being able to wide shape as like a cat or something. That's
I can
3
only
of
do it
us.
for now, though.
Only an hour, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
not
better
definite-
to
not
do
definite.
Okay.
the summon.
So yeah, so Faye, indefinite. So she can.
And we want to keep your wild shape held in case we need you to swoop in something small enough to chase the thing down or grapple it or something like that.
Or Faye
Yeah.
could do it as well.
I was going to say, if you are out of the way, but Faye is nearby, Faye could follow them, possibly.
Maybe I feel like a key component of this is going to be actually catching the thing. So the more spider webs we have down, the better, right? just to
So unless we
create
use the
difficult terrain
spider
for them.
webs to sort of block the other exits so they can only focus
Yeah,
in
that's an
one.
idea.
Spider
Again,
webs
you're
are not
saying about
particularly strong.
spooking. Like, surely a spider web blocking a hole is very spooky as well.
Yeah,
no.
especially seeing as the
Agreed.
holes were
I
clean
think we should
before.
information gather and then plan a trap.
So maybe only the
So-
spiders should be here tonight.
So we'll have Faye take watch.
Yes.
Well, so we'll act as if someone has lost a tooth today.
See.
We will then have Faye web up at least enough so we can know what's what around the entrance, and then we will stake outside of this place so that it's not. We don't want to spook if anything does get in,
Mm.
because we
I think
can.
might be go for someone to be inside, just in case.
We will know
I-
if the thing is
I
though,
could
if
be
anything
inside.
enters via the. If anything enters in via the hole, if it enters the hole, which is what we're expecting, we will know because of the web, and
My
then we'll be able to
worry is with
react.
this is the lack of tooth.
Yeah.
But we don't know yet if anything. Like if we celebrate as if that one lost a tooth and nothing happens to that, then we know. Oh, actually, there needs to be a tooth.
We're,
And then we
we're
just,
already
like-
assuming that the creature isn't in this place, so wouldn't know that we were celebrating anyway, right? You've checked its territory. You can't really see it's here unless it's invisible or something.
That's why we pretend to see what would happen. Right? We've not got a tooth to use anyway.
Merrick, when the kids are celebrating about the tooth, and they're very excited, it's usually the day of,
Yeah,
correct?
the day that they put the pillow underneath.
Yes, that makes sense. Where do they usually celebrate this? Is it whatever room they're in? Do they shout the entire house down? Do they go to a specific room to tell everybody?
I mean,
Is it
generally-
often at dinner?
I mean, it generally depends on where it happens, right? So, I mean, more often than not, it's probably going to either happen in the communal play area or when they're eating in the dining room. It really depends on when it happens, really, where they are.
These
Another
are the
option is
places.
whatever it is comes by frequently, searches to see if there's any teeth. If there are, it takes. If not, it just wanders and leaves. It might
makes
not have
more,
anything.
makes more sense for it to drop in after midnight each night to just check, right?
Okay, then
Yeah.
we're
I don't. I mean, now that you I mean, I don't lose a coin unless there's a tooth.
Yeah.
and it is
No,
always
but-
one coin to one tooth.
But the creature might come and check every night, or frequently.
And that means that it would check all the beds and know know that something would be up if more beds were occupied, right? But maybe the
Maybe we should not be here.
yeah, I think maybe
But-
just the spiders on the door for tonight.
This is a good point. I think we need to do some research while Faye is doing a stakeout. What kind of a creature comes in, if it happens to come in, finds no teeth, and even though it knows coins are there, which it seems to desire,
Mm,
does not take
it
them.
follows the rules, yeah.
It has some kind of laws abiding by it.
So it means that it could be connected to the children in some way. It could be the sentimental thing, or it could be that
Perhaps.
it has come from this idea. It's like an episode of Supernatural about this, like the folk tales becoming real, right? So
Yeah,
we could hit
yes.
the books one, and then just have the spiders staken out for tonight.
I was thinking, yes.
I feel like there has to be someone physically to watch as well,
Mm.
though.
Well,
I
that's
feel like
good.
if we know,
Astra will have to be nearby
Yeah,
to see through Faye's eyes.
and
I
I,
feel
I,
like
pic-
if we,
I pictured them
Pretty
both being
dark.
spiders. So you've got more coverage and with the.
But he can
the
only do
webs,
it once now
He can only
because
do it
of
for an
him
hour.
using a wild shape.
So you
I'm
just
going
have
to
to
be there
do it
for an
after
hour.
midnight and hope for. Fuck.
if we know it's here, why not act? Why stake out?
Because we don't
Well,
know
we
how
can
many of
react,
them
right?
there are.
Like, we can
Yeah,
still
if
just- like I agree. If Faye can detect the thing being here, I would say we react still the same.
Agreed.
We're
Well,
just waiting for the right circumstance to know. If
Then
it's
we
gonna
need a
happen.
decent. Okay, yeah, that's fine, but we need a decent plan to actually trap it.
I think realistically, we know they are not underground, so because otherwise Astra would have saw them. So they are not obviously based here. What we realistically need to do is figure out where they're based. So we'll have someone waiting outside.
That's
see
what I
them
was
go
thinking.
in and
Yeah,
see them out,
come
and then
and go.
someone follow and see where they are staying.
If there is multiple of them, or it is a group effort and we only catch one, it does us no favors apart from having some subject to then analyze.
Mm.
It's definitely got to be something of, yes, we got to stake out, but then also we've got to have someone track them down. to see
Yeah, I think
what they
stakeout and tracking is important for tonight. If we react and go balls to the wall tonight, then we risk spooking the rest too much, and the one could
Yeah.
get away. So maybe we just try and trail it for tonight.
We can't
At least
follow
have
it.
one per, because I don't think all of us trailing it will be good, because not
Nah.
all of us have
We
the
can
best stealth.
follow
So
it.
whoever has the
they
night
can.
vision and the best stealth
So
and
maybe
perception.
That's gotta be
it's
Hrugguhl, right?
Hrugguhl is
Hrugguhl,
probably
right?
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get you
Hrugguhl's
outside in a tree or something.
our sneaky boy.
And then in the meantime, we
Hrugguhl
can
has
go to
night
the
vision,
library.
a dark
And I
vision,
can
correct?
assist with that.
Drug has dark vision, yeah.
So yeah, Hrugguhl's probably the best to be the one outside, stake out, follow, while sort of the rest of us sort of just act like, oh yeah, Tooth's here, Tooth's
Sure.
here.
When you
If push
volunteers,
comes to shove and the Tooth is needed,
I can
no
do
one else
that.
has got to volunteer to literally
Yeah,
punch Tooth out by
I
himself.
think we should pull the tooth out now rather than needing it in the moment. So, what, we're gonna draw straws for this?
Let's
I'll
just fake
gladly
the tooth
volunteer.
first. Let's not
Fake the tooth. How are you gonna fake the tooth?
just
no, but the-
celebrate like someone lost a tooth.
Yeah,
it
but
is-
if they're not here and they're far away, we don't know where they are. So potentially, yes, they'll be close enough to
They're
here,
gonna be
unless
looking-
they just come in every night.
Yeah, I assume they're looking under each individual pillow for the tooth, not listening out for the
Well, then why
celebration.
would we need a tooth in the first place if they're going to come in here anyway? We'll
Agreed.
find out.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
No
Wait,
matter
okay, this is
what,
not a
we don't
counter.
really need a tooth. Yeah.
I just like half going half pulled out.
How the
can you go?
presentation, does that bring out a scent of something?
Ooh, I think you can make a scent, can't you? A tooth scent.
You'd have
Yeah,
to cast it
a
like
sensory
constantly.
effect.
I can make a scent.
What the
but,
teeth smell like?
What the fuck does a tooth smell like? Somebody
Yeah.
help me out here. Blood, gums.
Look,
Rot.
until nothing comes, like we give it 2 days. If nothing comes in 2 days, then we're hunting for teeth.
I think
So
that's a
Yeah, well, we
choice.
might have
Agreed.
the tooth tomorrow or day after from the
Yeah,
child.
exactly right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we celebrate as if a tooth has been lost tonight or today. See what happens. If a thing comes, a thing comes. If it doesn't, then we're looking at either another night also, or then if a tooth comes, then it comes.
If we see something, are we engaging, or am I following and coming back with information?
Following.
Yeah, I think follow.
Follow
We'll,
and then come
we'll
back,
come
then-
with too. It's just you're the primary.
I
the
don't think
primary
all of
follower.
us should go.
Let us know.
All
No,
of us
yeah.
are stealthy.
Yeah, I think
No,
we
but
just
we can still be from afar, right? We're just
Yeah.
just a
Let
lot
us know
further
we will
away.
be a few leagues behind.
Okay.
We'll still. You're not going to be alone. We'll be with you, and Faye will still be. Unless it goes faster than Faye, Faye will still be able to follow.
Face
As well.
speed.
As a spider, 20 feet.
Okay, good to know.
That's all right.
yeah.
20 feet.
Okay, then fair enough. Think about that.
Okay. I think we've got a plan.
That seems like a plan.
And I'd look at
That's the plan.
Hrugguhl for a second. I'm just like,
If we do need a tooth, and you have to take one, fine. Yes, you can take mine. They do regenerate. We had
No
plenty
way.
of fights as brothers.
I
But
thought he
the
was
point
kidding.
is, assuming my capabilities isn't something.
Well, why risk it? We should just take one now, Seb. Come on.
Agata, please do not.
Got
try
the
to
pliers
take
out
it.
already.
I
I
am
mean,
not
surely
you.
it's a good thing to think for us to think you had capabilities, right?
Astra?
Hrugguhl's nodding.
That is actually very good. Great sing. I like it. Good job. I'll take it.
Okay, so keep the beds where they are.
Mm-hmm.
No one is staying inside. We're all going to
Yep.
be outside, but Hrugguhl's going to be the one that's closest to where their entrance is. Gotcha.
Yep, keeping an eye out.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm pretty clunky. If it's a group stealth check, I'm probably gonna ruin it because I've got
no,
disadvantage.
don't worry. We'll be
No, we're-
away.
We're far away.
We'll be at least over 100 feet away.
Okay.
So
We need to pick a
Okay.
kid
We
who's
fucked
lost a
up with that
tooth.
before, though.
Well, we could do Nelith because they're near to losing a tooth.
But then, no, let's
They're
not
going
do
to be
it.
more guarded when it happens next
Let's
time.
let's
so-
get
That's a good point.
the 12-year-old get involved.
Next
Yeah,
question: do we
I bet they
want
could,
to
but-
do this and then have the kids' hopes sort of gift up, or do we tell them we're gonna act like
Oh,
we lost it?
we're telling them. We're telling them
They
what we're
should
doing.
be in on it, really.
The
Sebastian
12-year-old should be in
is-
on it. The 12-year-old should be in on it. Everyone else shouldn't be.
Yeah.
They're the oldest one.
But they're going to ask to see the tooth.
Merrick and the 12-year-old should be in on it. But the other kids should.
The other kids would ask to see the tooth, and we don't have a tooth.
That's what Preston. You make coins, right?
It only lasts.
No,
like
he
6
makes like
seconds.
puffs of smoke and shit.
I can make it.
I can make a fake tooth, but then it's gone.
It lasts
like-
an hour.
No.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, no. The duration of prestidigitation itself is an hour. The minor creation, it lasts until the end of your next turn.
Just keep casting.
Tooth.
You
Sort
get
of
a
just
tooth.
like
You
do
get a
sleight of
tooth. You get
hand,
a tooth.
sleight of hand stuff. Where it's like, got the tooth here, no, it's over here, no, it's over here, no, it's over here.
Zerg, I've got your tooth. Ah. Zerga. Sorry, not Zerg. Zerga.
Okay.
Sorry, got Buzz Lightyear on the brain.
Well. So then you should put it in some cloth, right? Just don't need to show the tooth exactly. Just show the tooth wrapped in cloth.
But then,
That's a good point. I could do that, but the point is, I am not the one who has lost the tooth. Zerga is.
Yeah.
but then the question is, they would want to see the gap.
Why? Was it?
This is
Because
difficult.
obviously, the lost tooth was the first thing they got to go crazy about the tooth. Then the next crazy thing they will
See,
want
if
to see the gap.
Merrick kept the
How
teeth
about
like he should
for the
have.
first
Wait,
night?
wait. One prestidigitation thing I can do that will last an hour. You make a colour, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or surface for 1 hour. I could blacken out one tooth.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Or make
Or
it
we-
sort of the same shape as your guns.
Or for the first night, we could just wait and see if anything comes.
I'm more in
That
support of
too.
that personally. We'll go and buy some teeth in town from a dentist,
Fuck.
butcher.
That's actually not a bad shout. Go to a butcher and get some teeth. If we need teeth. Right.
No,
I
if
think
we
we've
need teeth, we're
overcomplicated
using
this
yours,
far
buddy.
enough.
Don't try and weasel
Yeah.
out of it.
We need
Damn
a
it.
fresh one.
Why
Well,
would we
those are
pay
just
money
gonna
when we can
start
get one for free?
Arranging
I'll
branches
be a
around the
child,
outside
won't I?
hole.
Look, when you offer yourself as bait, it's gonna involve being in pain.
Yeah. I wonder about someone posting up outside the kids' room. Just in case,
any
because
of
the
the
hole
holes
wouldn't go there
go-
anyway.
Through the hallway.
No. They go directly into all the rooms.
Yeah.
We could have someone in
Engage
the hallway.
outside the building.
Sorry, all the rooms, but nothing else is going missing.
It's probably just in case. It's like they try and go to one place. Oh, somehow there's a person there. They've got another place they can go to.
For more escape rooms, for more escape routes, I suppose. But they haven't
Yeah.
been interacting with any other room.
It could have been failure on directions. They're digging underground. They don't have a map of this place.
Every
They could have
room
gone
would
to the
be-
wrong room. Well, they could have gone to the wrong rooms.
Pretty shit luck to go to the wrong room 5 times in a row.
You
Seems
can have
pretty
shit
bland.
luck.
It'll be coming in and out from the outside. We can just sit outside.
Yeah, there's only one.
and-
Yeah. We're overcomplicating things. So are we faking the tooth thing or not?
Hrugguhl votes no for the first night.
I think I vote no too.
Okay, so first night, no faking. Second night, faking.
Well, I
but
dunno,
no
we can
tooth.
vote.
Third night, faking.
If the tooth appears, the tooth appears. So
Yeah, I think
We'll-
right
we'll take
now
it day
this
by
is
day.
it's just got to be able to see if they come in every. I think this first night should be are they coming in
Yeah,
every night?
Yeah, I think we need to be
But-
gentle with
yeah,
this.
Good idea,
Yeah.
Yes. So the first night we're just gonna scout out, but then if we see them leave,
Mhm.
Hrugguhl goes first, then we follow far behind
So is
to get their location.
is everyone going to be outside? I'm half
No.
wanting.
No.
Yeah, I would like to be outside the kid's bedroom just in case like one screams or something. I kind of half feel like they might have a way to
at the
buy-
moment.
they might have a way the thing might have a way
Hrugguhl
to
just gonna be at the
bypass
outside
the
hole.
web, is what I'm saying. Like, if it can, like, phase out of existence or go invisible or some shit.
Yeah, but I guess the thing is the kids aren't screaming at the moment because whatever's doing this is being stealthy enough to just pick a tooth
Yeah.
and leave.
Because right now
There's not been
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
wake ups
that's
or
fair.
nightmares
But there also
or
haven't
anything.
been adventurers posted around the door and asking questions and clearly not
yeah,
having
but
the
then
beast's
if
best
they
interests
see
in
someone
mind.
posted up by their room,
But
wouldn't
there's
that make
no
them
hole in the doorway.
nervous?
Oh, you mean the kids?
Yeah, the kids. It would be
Oh, we're
more the kids
volunteers.
be more nervous because there's somebody standing there,
Hmm.
and they know they're trackers and hunters.
Okay, fine.
Let's just stay outside first.
I think the best, yeah, all of us stay out. Hrugguhl's obviously is going to stay near. We're going to be probably by the end of the street or hiding around
Okay.
the corner for a good
And are we
bit.
only webbing the entrance to this hole?
No, best let them
No.
in and out.
No
I
web
think
at
no
all?
webbing this time, but the
No,
second night potentially web.
Not even just a little one in case
So-
this thing's invisible.
The spider. So the web, the line of web walker. The spider ignores movement restrictions caused by webs, and the spider knows the location of any other creature in contact with the same web. So Faye needs to be attached to a web that is still the same attached to the entrance.
I was going to say it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
like a full
Like a
crossed web.
tripwire.
It could just
Like
be
just
like
one
a
single
round,
tiny
around,
strand of web. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just around the perimeter.
just
But
around the
if
perimeter.
the
of
thing
it,
flies,
and-
it could fly straight through the middle. So maybe a tripwire.
Yeah, just a line across the middle.
We just got to be careful
Just-
with it
just
as well,
across the
because if the creature's
circumference.
tiny, it might have a chance of
Just
finding
go around it.
the spider as well.
Because
Yeah.
the hole is also tiny.
Yeah, so Faye can be outside, like it could be posted up outside, like hanging from whatever the web that it's hanging to, which is attached via across the circumference of the circle.
If I'm
I think
staying
that's
up all night watching this, I'm going to go have a nap until nighttime.
I'm gonna hang out with the kids. Oh, could we put a strand of web on the hole in the kids' room as well?
No, because this has to be attached to.
It has
No,
to
no,
be
no, not that
attached.
has to be attached to. We have to see if it's broken. Then we'll know that
Oh
it's gone in.
yes, no, that's a good shout.
And if it's got past the initial trap, right?
I mean, there's no reason naturally a spider wouldn't see a gap and use that as a net, because that's generally what they do.
I imagine a hole like that.
Yeah,
web
I
possibly.
think realistically,
I think it's worth
tonight we need to
it's
try
worth
and keep
creating a
things as
contingency.
natural as humanly possible. Because if there's any change to whatever the creatures are doing,
Yeah,
You're right.
suppose
Yeah, you're right. You're
a
right.
web
You're right.
across
Yeah.
the outside is very normal
That's-
because the spider could just be
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
get
yeah.
across the gap. To
Yeah.
carry on.
Yeah.
so
Yes, for sure. Let's stick with that. Yeah.
yeah,
For
we
tonight,
stick as
yeah.
natural. We stealth,
Uh huh.
we scout, we follow.
Yep.
We don't do anything crazy tonight. Let's let everything go, and then if we try and trail them and fail, then we try and do a next step tomorrow.
Agreed.
Is inn naps? Is naps the only inn in the city?
I think you're in a town.
Town, sorry.
I think you're in a town. Nintendo town? Nintendo's a town. Yeah, so there's only the one in.
Is there?
What's the time now, Karen?
Midday.
You guys have been debating on this for quite a
Yeah.
while. We're going to add
Okay.
another 2 hours to it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you're looking at about 2:30 p.m.
2:30
Yeah.
p.m.
So if
So
Hrugguhl
enough time
goes
to
nap now,
run into town.
Yeah.
We could get the
We'll
teeth,
need,
go to the
what, at least-
apothecary, hit the books.
But then
I was gonna
if
say
we're gonna,
library? Sorry,
I'm not
you
saying
can
all
go.
of us. Just Seb and Agata can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't all have to go to the same place. We can split up and go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Information gather.
because we don't need to
Apothecary,
set this
everything
stuff up until like 8, 9, and we're assuming the creature must come after 9. Yes.
he would
It's
normally go in between 12 and 2, and
Yeah.
so
So
it's
it's
got to be
the-
between that time
probably-
period.
Yeah.
So
need to
Oh
Hrugguhl's
no,
gonna-
it's
No,
between.
no, it'll
it's
be-
between
it'll be
when they go to
10
bed
and-
at 7. They go to bed at around like 7 or 8,
Yeah, but
and
Zergus.
he knows. No, but he knows that they put a tooth under there. He does his paperwork, and when he comes back out around midnight to whatever,
Mm.
that's when the tooth is gone. and the coin's gone.
Yeah, but
Okay,
Zerga
so we got
stayed up
to
till
realistically be back.
9:30, so probably between 10 and midnight.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think
Hrugguhl's gonna
realistically
pro-
we have somebody at least there by at least quarter to
Let's say
7
bedtime.
or
It couldn't
7
it couldn't hurt
o'clock-ish.
to have it staked out the whole time because the creature could always come in
Yeah.
earlier and just hide underneath. So maybe get that
Mhm.
web set up now and leave Faye there.
Sure.
I don't want Thordas staying there as well because realistically he's got to do nothing. He's got
Yeah.
nothing to do here. Thordas
Yeah.
doesn't mind taking first watch.
Yeah, Hrugguhl's just going to create a little bed of leaves around near where the entrance is, so
Sleeping in a tree.
that'll also act as like a stealth position, and then he's just going to nap there until night comes.
Can he suppress his snoring effectively?
I mean,
I imagine he's
Stealth nap.
as you're when you start after a while when you start napping, a guard is going to come over to you and go, "What are you doing?"
I'm sneaking here.
You're basically just sleeping in public. He will question you.
Nothing to see here, officer. We're just some
What?
bounty cracker business going on. Trying to
Well,
stick
homeless
out,
people just sleep
stick out
around in
bounty.
this place.
You ain't there. If he's sleeping, he wouldn't be there.
Even that one. Pointing to Hrugguhl.
Yeah, we're sticking out bounty.
Astra's just watching him sleep.
It's a long night. Starting from now. Do you think we're just gonna we have to take it in turns? One has to sleep, one wakes up.
Okay. No funny business.
Hey, we're
It's
trying to
kind
keep
of weird
kids
having
safe.
someone sleep right next to an orphanage.
Yeah, well, exactly. But yeah, he walks off. I've got Seb and Agata going to the apothecary.
Shopping. Does anyone else need anything?
Before we do leave,
I need to go to the
I
general
do-
store as well.
I do just go find Zerga and I just say,
We are putting a plan in place. When I have more information, I would like to enlist you. Are you ready to help?
Sure.
We didn't talk to Calv earlier either.
oh yeah, that's true.
Should we talk to him quickly before we go?
I'm tempted to say let's save it for
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that's fine.
after we've
Let's
done
save it for
stakeout.
tomorrow.
Like after a first stakeout, because it might be good to probe him with other questions.
Yes,
possibly.
I think so. We could do with more information. We could do with getting some. Does the town have a library?
No, it does not.
A bookshop?
Yes, but you're not going to be able to just read there. You have to buy the book.
The tracker emporiums
Mhm.
have like informational
Bestiaries.
bits, like bestiaries, knowledge gathering.
Not really.
Sections.
No,
No,
because they're more for like stockpiles, like stock.
Yeah.
You know, providing stuff, and that's the only services they really do is obviously the bounties and the chests and everything. If you wanted stuff like that, maybe you should have joined Ironheart.
damn it. Okay. Bookshop. Probably go investigate there, see if we can find a book on the Tooth Fae. I
Oh
have a
god.
gut feeling about this.
We went to the church in this town already, didn't we?
Yes, you've done the
We
church.
did.
Good for me not to be here for that.
So you're going to the library. Oh, just borrow the bookstore.
Yeah, let's try bookstore
Um,
first.
You do find you actually don't. Would you find one? Would people write books about the Tooth Fae? I don't.
We're looking for bestiary, or we're looking for like folklore or local fairy tales.
Yeah.
Can we
I
ask a
don't
clerk?
think you can ask them. I'm just trying to think if they would have one. Don't think they would.
Would the Tooth Fae be a legendary like thing? Would everyone do it,
Yeah,
or
but
is he
like,
just doing it?
I'm just thinking like if I went to Waterstones or something, like would there be a folktale thing there about the Tooth Fairy? Like I don't think they would be.
Well, in our world,
Yeah,
maybe
there would.
not.
There's the
but
kids section.
That's what I mean, right? But that's what I'm equivalent. You know.
There's
that's how
literally books
I don't
on
know.
folklore and fairy
in-
tales.
I
all
was
over
gonna
the
say,
place.
yeah, there definitely.
When's the last
is,
time you went
but
to a bookshop, Sonny?
Oh, very long time. I haven't
like quite expansive.
I would also say like the kids section as well would have maybe
have, like,
books and stuff as well.
and-
Yeah, but
Yeah,
would the
like
kids section be
stories.
like, "This is how Tooth Fairies like live and work"?
No,
But in a world where the reality and fantasy is quite closely mixed together, and where often you would
Yeah.
have legends that are actually true, I think it's reasonable to assume. But specifically about the Tooth Fae,
So
that's up to you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I will say then that you will find a child's book about it, about the
Okay.
Tooth Fae. Again, it's like a story of a kid and
My wheelhouse.
that's visited by the Tooth Fae. If you want to buy it, it shouldn't be very much. It'd probably be like what, 5 silver.
Yeah, why not? Should we buy something to bribe Calv with, just in case as well? Like, I don't know, like a young adult adventure mystery
I was
book.
thinking this. I was thinking we
Yeah.
should give him a book. And actually, I'm wondering if
Maybe
we
we
should
could
give
just
him
buy
that
a
book.
smattering of children's books. Could you give us a decent? You got any of those Yellow Dog series for the kids?
Calv is
Obviously,
11. He's 11.
for the kids, for the other kids, obviously.
Yes, but we're trying to talk to Calv, who likes to read on his own. I don't think we need to worry about the kid's book.
Well, I'm worried about it.
I know you're worried about it, and Agata, if you want to buy the book, stop lying.
Good
about it and
clerk,
just say
please.
want
Do you...
the book.
So can we buy 1 gold's worth of children books?
Yeah. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Well, I mean, I only get you 2 because they're 5 silver each, but you will find.
Oh, it's 10
one-
silver to a gold. Okay, I assumed it was like,
Yeah.
wow.
So you'll get one for the blue cat.
Okay.
You'll also get one about a pink budgie.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop another gold to buy the blue cat. So we got the adventure, we got the fairy tale book, we got some adventure young adult mystery
Okay, you
novel
want that as well.
for Calv. Yeah.
I'll drop a gold and get 2 books, and you can get the other 2
Oh,
books.
wonderful, thank you.
Yeah, you can get some sort of like.
So what's the
yeah,
4th
you-
book?
You don't know how many books there are.
Just another one for the younger kids.
Oh, sorry.
I-
Well, I imagine
gonna say you
Seb is
do
buying
it.
2 for Cal.
Oh, you buying
That's
another?
fine.
Are you buying another?
So
one,
I'm
Cal?
buying the Tooth Fairy, and then I'll buy the
And
mystery,
just another book.
the mystery novel one, and then you
Right.
were buying the blue,
Blue
cat,
cat
and the
and-
pink budgie.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting both, aren't I? Yes, please.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so, I mean the other book. Yeah, we can just say it's like I don't-
No, pink budgie. Pink budgie's then all I got.
Yeah, you got pink budgie and blue.
And blue cat.
Blue cat.
And
Pink
then there's a
budgie, blue
mystery
cat,
novel
mystery
that'll be for
novel,
the
and
young
Yeah.
adult.
So you get those not without much of an issue. Okay, then add another half. No, it's
I think after we read the Tooth Fairy book, we should actually give it to him to see if there's any reactions.
Agata's not listening. She's got her nose buried in blue cat.
fair enough.
Oh, man, this one's even better.
So apothecary, butcher. We're next.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
Actually, while I'm looking into the Tooth Fairy book, I just go,
Why was this in the fiction section? It's like everything the mummy told us.
Classic misinformation. This town's finished.
Where are you going first? The butchers or
We
the
need to go
apothecary?
butcher's, general store, apothecary, and tracker emporium.
So the butchers. So you went to the butchers in Tenaris, which was called Crow's Murder. The butchers here is called the Cobra's Quiver.
Okay, we're a bit. How wealthy are you, Seb?
Not very.
Maybe.
You can probably get like butchers aren't going to have much use of teeth, right? We should be able to work some for pretty cheap.
We'll take them off his hands. Don't worry about it. Let me do the
You
talking.
do the talking. Maybe we could buy some steaks for the wee ones while we're here.
No. We're not.
I'm just
buying
saying, if you need
steaks.
to sweeten the deal, they could do
Yeah,
it.
we have already
A
bought
good
children's
meal would
books.
be. All right.
We will do that, and then maybe after we have done the bounty and everything, we can worry about donating. to
Ah,
the
celebration meal.
supplements.
Fine.
So yeah, you end up at the butchers. A male human will be serving. Ah, welcome. Anything of interest?
Hola, mi amigo. We are the seeds of Crisia, or some of them. We are the new Tracas.
Ah,
I have an
nice.
interesting offer for you. You see, I imagine as a butcher, you are dealing with a lot of waste that you unfortunately have to get rid of.
Yeah.
Bones, hooves, claws, teeth.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah.
I would love to take it off your hands for you.
All of it. We want as much as we can carry.
As okay.
Maybe not as much as we can carry, but we want to take some of your goods to help you deal with the waste.
All the time?
This is not all the time. This is just for today.
But we'll
Oh, I
certainly
see.
be back.
At some point.
Is there anything in particular? I mean, I don't exactly put it in a sack, ready to go. Is there,
We'll
like
take teeth, bones, claws.
Mostly teeth, though. Would it be, or is it like a skull with teeth?
We don't need it. We can take the skull if that is helpful.
he'll go out back, sort of rummage around for a
Well
bit.
played, my friend.
He'll give you like a small sack, not like about 2
Bag of
about
bones.
double the size, double the size of a person's head. And in there, you'll have a bunch of sort of trotters, like I said, teeth. You'll get bits of horn in there. You'll get like I said, bits of bone. So like you'll get like finger bones. You'll get obviously arm bones and leg bones and some ribs.
Thordas is gonna love this.
So yeah, you get a bunch of that stuff out of it. Tongues. Oh no, they need tongues.
No, they'll do.
No, you would eat
yeah,
tongue. I ate oxtail
Yeah.
last night.
You get a bunch of hair and all sorts of stuff in there. Some eye. Would they have eyes? Probably eyes, because no one's gonna eat that.
Feathers?
But they're all like shriveled and dried out, obviously. For obvious reasons.
Dried eyes.
Then, mi amigo, hopefully I've saved you a job today, huh?
Oh yes, I can just go straight home, which is quite handy. So yeah, you can just take it. I don't want it.
Well, you're welcome from the seeds of Crisia. You have a nice day now.
Thank you. And, do you want to buy anything?
We will probably be around in the next couple
Tomorrow.
of days.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Adios. Hasta luego.
So you want to go to the general store next?
Yeah, general store just to buy the stuff that I talked to you about. A couple classic, wormwood, juniper, like what, gold's worth of ingredients? Yeah, just
I mean, that's
just
not
just
really very
extracts, various extracts, nothing
Yeah.
nothing fancy.
You can get a quite sizable amount for stuff like that, because
Yep.
like spices and stuff are like normally like a copper or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's-
So I'll just put myself like a mix of spices and extracts.
yeah. Give yourself 100 charges of it,
Oh, okay.
because if you're talking about a gold, like again, you get
Yeah,
That's
and there's a good variety in there. Charges.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Right, apothecary.
Right.
Apothecary. So the apothecary.
Seb, you
The
know the deal.
apothecary-
You go first.
I don't have any money.
Oh,
I cannot afford to comprehend languages potion, so I am done.
you can't
Spent.
afford anything.
No, nothing in this store. I will have to come with you.
I've got 10 gold. That's not gonna be enough, is it?
Oh, I've got 5 gold.
What's the lower limit?
15.
Hmm.
Potion of
Together we can
comprehension
buy
is
something.
15.
We could start selling stuff. What do we even need for 15? Well, we don't need stuff
Comprehend
anywhere else.
languages potion.
Comprehend languages potion. Oh, to talk to the beast, perhaps. That's actually a good point.
I
And
think
comprehend
it's
languages is 15.
Yes.
Them-
See,
All I own to a little snake. Don't disappoint me, friend.
She drops her coin pouch into Seb's.
I mean,
13
would
gold
not
to
be-
you.
you can buy it if you want to. I don't. really
No,
know.
you'll get a better deal. We both know that.
I mean, there's no haggling here, but sure.
Try your best. Flutter your eyelids. Flutter your guy. Just be charming. Go.
She slaps him on the back, shoves him into the door.
Okay. Enter the shop. Very similar ordeal that you've had in the other shops. They're clearly following a template here. You have a male human behind the desk, dark red spiky hair with a mole on the tip of his nose.
There it is.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Mi amigo, I do not know which Einstein you are, but I am so looking forward to talking to you. I have already collected 4 tiles,
And I will literally hold them in between my
Oh,
fingers.
That's very nice. Very good.
and I am
I'm
looking forward to
Kingston.
collecting some more.
I'm Kingston. My tile is a K.
Kingston. How very exciting.
Yes, it is.
You seem very kingly, in fact.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And he does a little bow.
Yes. And I was told to ask about family members as well. How's your mother doing?
Ah, can't tell you that.
You're very strict on these rules.
This guy's a
Now,
freak.
We have to be.
I would like one potion of comprehend language. Potion of comprehension, please.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Puts it on the counter. It's 15 gold.
Gracias.
I put the 15 gold down, including the money that Agata gave me. And I just say, I look forward to adding the K to my collection.
Oh, yes. And he'll give you a tile with a K on it.
When he puts it down, I just sort of clasp his hand at the same time,
my
and
God.
kind of as I gently take it off him, sort of while we're in contact, I just go,
Amigo, I must ask, what started all this in the first place? All your brothers coming together to do such a competition.
His thought it was
Well-
too convenient to have 26 siblings.
It's complicated. I can't really go through the whole thing. But
Why not? Do you
the
not have
fam-
time?
It's not really my story to tell. You'd have to talk to my parents. But you need the tiles.
Again, very strict.
Yes. But the short of it is, they were in debt. They needed money. And here we are.
You are the money?
Maybe we bring the money in.
Where'd the
They
sword
are the
come from?
scam.
So,
From the sales we make in the stores.
so they had children to make money.
Having the children meant they needed the money.
I can understand this. I am one of 8.
Oh. I'm one of 19.
Wait, I've got that wrong. I am one of 9.
I'm surprised you'd forget.
It is very confusing sometimes. Also, Solomon, I do not count him every so often.
Ah.
One of those types of brothers, you know?
Oh, yes. We all have those.
Indeed. Well, I shall leave you to it. Thank you for the tile, and I look forward to meeting one of your brethren.
Oh, yes. And he gives you another bow.
Gracias.
So, what's the plan? Are you going to go back to...
What time is it now?
So again, we're coming up, I don't know, we're coming up to about 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. A few hours to
Actually,
kill
no,
still.
No, you've been a while. Actually, no, we'll put it 5 o'clock. Because you've been going pretty much all around.
And when,
everywhere.
yeah, when are we expected back?
well, we want to be there 8 o'clock-ish.
Yeah,
9
a few
o'clock
hours
-ish.
to kill. Could do with a pint,
Agata,
a meal, perhaps. We could take some takeout back for the boys. Why rush?
okay, I can understand the takeout. That is fair enough. But we also are both flat broke.
Well, I am. Oh. Yeah. Not even swill. I'm sure you could talk us into getting a few glasses of the good stuff.
Agata, I am not going to get you more drunk tonight.
Well, beggars
Let's
can't be
go back to the
choosers.
orphanage blind drunk.
After I gave you 13 gold pieces. Fine.
13? I did not eat 13.
Let's head
Take
back.
3 back.
Then I'll treat you. 3 gold. That's enough for more fulfilling food than the orphan gruel are expecting.
I can imagine it's like we're there, God midnight, the 2 fairies come, there's like the 2 like people come by and about to go in, and then we just hear fucking Sebastian and Agatha go,
Way! 3 gold can
I
afford a pub
suggest-
dinner, surely.
I do not know.
That's how expensive the pub is.
Oh,
Agata, I would suggest actually that we go back to our comrades and we
fine.
save your gold for another time.
Save your stories for another time. But one of 9, that must have been an interesting upbringing, huh?
See, it was.
Mm.
We were all very close.
I'm an
I
only
think so.
child. Wouldn't know.
You must have been close to your parents.
Mm. They walk back to the orphanage in silence.
I figured.
For the rest of you, in the meantime, I assume is just spending all the time prepping.
Prepping and sleep and napping.
Oh, you're
Yep.
napping, yeah.
Thordas has been taken, sort of. It's just been watching.
Yeah, one Astra's just sort of help. I don't know what's Astra doing because I know Faye is making webs in various places.
Just helping assist Faye, although.
So, is everyone happy for me to skip then to whatever time you want me to skip to? Okay, what time
Well,
was
you
that?
determine the time
Okay.
when something
So-
happens.
Yeah. So, are you all outside the building? Is that what?
Do you have a map for the building? Do you have an interior map or anything?
No, I don't. No, sorry.
Okay.
But
So
what-
currently at this time, I think
all I've
once it
told
gets
you
to
is
the
the
time
whole-
when the actual scouting is going to happen, it's got to be Hrugguhl is going to be the closest to the building. He could pick whatever location. I think for us, we're either going to be around the corner or down the street. We are going to be nowhere near.
Down the street.
I'm-
Yeah.
I'm trying to align myself so I can see the hole the outside entrance hole.
So what? Round sort of this area? Because the hole is about here, basically, in this sort of slither.
Yeah, so I'm hiding. I've spent some time trying to build something that I can sort of hide behind around here, just piles of like leaves or whatever.
So I'm gonna take Thordas will be near the front. What about the rest
And I'm
of
just
you?
keeping an eye on the hole.
Where are the rest of you gonna go? Kind of out front with Thordas?
Round the corner.
Around the corner as well. So
Uh,
the front of the house the front of the building is here.
That's where the hole is.
The hole is over here.
Yep, so we want to be looking at the hole.
You want to be
Yeah, so I'm
over
just
here as
looking at the
well.
hole.
So you're all just staring at the hole.
I'd still
Yeah.
rather be inside, but I'll do what I'm told.
I think Hrugguhl should be just. I think obviously if we're going to be, we'll have to be down here because we
Yeah.
can't be where Hrugguhl is.
Yeah, I agree. I think Hrugguhl should be there, and we should just be.
Can we not
We
just
just need
pretend
to make
we're
sure we are
pretend we're
good.
volunteering and help Merrick out with whatever?
Maybe that'd be tomorrow's play, but
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
tonight-
Yep.
Yeah, I think right now we just need to see them at least know what we're potentially going after.
So then, I'm gonna probably, considering Hrugguhl's the only one kind of in sort of distance for it, I'm gonna have you roll stealth, Hrugguhl.
Oh, and I forgot to say, let you have the eyes and the quiet feet of a cat.
I give you a body inspiration.
Even though with advantage because I've sort of prepped like this like pile of leaves. Is it worth a try?
No.
You're on like a city street.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna. No. I'm not
Nat 20, didn't need it.
Yeah,
It's the
visible.
cardboard box.
Yeah, exactly. Covered yourself in leaves, nice pile of leaves. That's fine. And Faye is connected to a web that's at the entrance, correct? Of the
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah.
Fine. Get to about 11 o'clock p.m. Faye gets a ping at the entrance hole. Hrugguhl, do you want to roll me perception, please? With advantage,
It's right there.
because
It's here.
you're looking
It's here.
at it.
Can I still keep my bardic inspiration, or is the hour too?
What does Faye see?
It's been like 4 hours.
Yeah, okay. never mind.
22.
You don't see anything.
I don't
What's
see anything
face?
with a 22. Okay.
What does Faye see? Because I can see through Faye's eyes.
Compound eyes.
Mm.
No, spiders don't have compound eyes. Sorry.
Can you roll advantage then with perception? Because you are like right there.
These things are really quick.
Perception.
They're just really small.
That is a 21.
Unfortunately, I rolled a nat 20 for stealth, so no one can really see what it is.
Bleh.
It's just too dark.
But it's going to come back out.
But we know it came tonight without anyone
Mhm.
losing a tooth,
Mhm.
which means I
It's
just
here,
bought this
it's here.
bag of teeth for nothing.
Can you reapply the web so we can catch it on the way out and
Yep.
get a timestamp?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good shout.
So, after about 2 minutes,
Yikes.
comes back out again. Actually, you know what? Let's do a fresh round. I'll give you a fresh round of perceptions. Why not?
Yeah, we're
I'll give
looking
you another
again.
stealth. Okay,
25.
17.
Does your spider have dark? Your spider has dark vision.
Yep.
Hrugguhl?
17. I have dark vision.
You see really tiny creature. Like it is like so small.
Hunter's mark. It doesn't
Okay.
do anything, but
Okay, your hunter's mark will work then. I'm trying to think. Would you see it's really small? I know you had really good perceptions, but it is pretty small.
The spider would be able to see best out of anyone, right?
You can see. Actually, what's interesting is because the
45.
spider's got a top-down view. It's very hard to get a real idea of it because all you see is like a dome.
Spiders use smell and vibration as well. You know, if you can flesh out your answer with some of that,
It wobbles like this.
you would be able to tell how it was
smell
moving
was
based on
like this.
vibration.
It smells like teeth.
Well,
It smells like
no.
teeth.
Oh, I mean, what I will say is you don't see it has anything on it. It has no teeth, has no coins.
Does it have wings?
No.
Well, yeah, we know there was no tooth lost, so
Yeah. But it
Makes
hasn't.
sense.
Yeah,
How is it?
nothing
How is
there.
it moving? Is it flying?
No, it's walking.
It's walking,
So it's. I know it's not humanoid,
So
but
not
it's a
the tooth
humanoid
thing.
shape.
but it's walking. It's bipedal then.
Yes, bipedal. It's got arms.
Bipedal, but
Oh,
not quite. Not quite a fairy. 'Cause it doesn't have wings, but
Smells a bit fungal.
okay.
Actually,
Mushrooms.
now you mentioned. Now they sort of, you know. But again, as soon as you sort of see it, it scurries off.
I follow.
Very quickly as well. What's the
Yeah.
move speed on this
try
thing?
to follow it.
Well, it depends if are you trying to like keep a distance or are you trying to?
How fast is
Faye-
how fast is it moving?
You're faster
Okay.
than it. It's a tiny creature.
Sure. Okay. I'm trying to keep it different. I'm trying to be stealthy about it.
Okay.
Faye will probably have to travel at their normal speed to keep up, but
Yeah.
So I imagine it's also 20 foot.
Right, let's do group stealth then. With
Well, it's only between
I suppose
Faye and
not
Hrugguhl.
really. Yeah, Frey and
Yeah,
Frey-
we're keeping our
Frey
distance.
and her.
Ooh, would
23.
23. I don't think it matters what Frey gets because it's half of you anyway, and that passes. So you are able to sneak to follow this thing. Are you just gonna? It's basically gonna go out of town. Are you gonna follow it out of town?
Yeah.
Wait, how does it go out of town?
So it,
How's it going?
yeah. So basically, it kind of does take a bit of a long route. It kind of goes down. Nope, not this way. It goes down. It kind of goes because the entrance. I think, if I remember correctly, was down. I can't remember where I put the entrance. I think I put the entrance
Like this?
down somewhere down here. I think I put the entrance. But it basically, it basically goes around and it comes basically through town and out the entrance of town.
Sure. I'll keep. I've got my bow drawn as I follow it.
So you are
Yeah,
you're able to follow it. People looking at you weird because you're just like running around with a
How
bow
long
out.
does that take?
Can they see me with a 23 at the middle
No,
of the night?
people can.
Fair.
People are looking at you weird. It hasn't spotted you,
I don't care.
but it takes
How
a
long
while.
does that take? Yeah.
It takes a fair while because it. I mean,
It's the thing. Would we need to start going as well, just so you can still see through Faye's eyes?
because that's
Oh yeah,
what-
we'll be following from further behind. We'll still
Yeah.
following.
yeah. It
Okay,
takes
well, I
you
was
a good
gonna say,
20.
we-
It takes you a good 20 minutes to get out of the town. No, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, we'll say.
Would you
Um,
want
that's
to
a small
follow?
town.
Would
It's-
you want to
yeah.
follow like a full 100 feet back or like 60 foot back from Faye?
I mean, once we're following, and like we've got Hrugguhl's the main following anyway, so I don't need to see through her eyes directly.
I think I'll
True, true.
peel off and update Merrick.
Interesting. So you're not going to follow the group.
I don't think so. Assuming that's okay with everyone.
Sure.
Okay.
Information. To
Update Merrick, check on the kids, see if anything's changed.
I'll talk to you about that.
Mhm.
But that'll take
Oh.
less than 20 minutes, bro.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
catch up
so-
once that's done.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
probably catch up with us
Yeah,
quickly.
you probably will catch up because you get to go
Maybe-
full.
Yeah, if someone wants to come with, if Seb, you want to come in with me for your eyes, or Thordas's eyes, maybe. You
I
can.
thought it's still following.
Yeah,
He's got to
I
follow.
can come with you, and then we can look through the
quick.
dark.
It'll be quicker to check through as both of us.
Yeah, we better tell you where we are as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll be fine. Right. How far are you guys following this thing out of town? Are you going to keep going until it stops?
Pretty much, yeah.
What we're going to do, so after about 10 minutes, its size increases. You get a decent look at this because obviously, you are following it.
Oh, look at him.
It basically runs. Now it's bigger, it's faster.
From Dark Souls.
So now it's going 30 foot. And it's going 30 foot its speed is now. It will go another 10 minutes, so you're about 20 minutes out before it starts slowing down and basically going at a normal pace. Are you stopping, or are you gonna carry on?
I'm still
Yeah.
following.
You're
There's no
stopping.
reason not to. There's no reason to stop at the moment.
So are you gonna go up to it, or are you gonna scout it out?
Oh, it's just
Follow it.
it's not
Right.
moving entirely, or it's just walking slowly.
It's basically almost like it's reached its destination and it's just walking the rest of the way.
Sure, I'm happy to keep stalking it.
What I'm gonna do, I know this technically is daytime on the map, but I don't think it matters all that much. I'm going to move you over here, and hopefully everything works.
God, I hope we can catch up.
I knew there'd be more of them.
So, the one that you were following is this one. So yeah, you see this thing, and it walks up to the others. So it starts talking to the others in a language most of you don't recognize, apart from Hrugguhl.
Question: have we caught
Next
up?
time on Tracas
What's the
of Crisia,
language?
what language are they speaking?
Oh, that's cruel.
What is going on in this area? Are there only 4 of them? And what are the party going to do when 2 of their members aren't there?
They're not
Let's
there. They
find
would have
out
been able to
next
catch
time.
up.
Up.
Let's find out next time on Tracas of Crisia.
Oh no.